They say a mother's love never fades. But they never tell you what happens when that love is betrayed. Not by strangers, not by the world, but by your own child. Before we begin, tell me, where are you watching the story from? Drop your country's name down in the comments. I love knowing how far these stories travel. And if you enjoy emotional, real-life stories about love, betrayal, and strength, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a new one. Now, let's begin. My name is Margaret, I'm 62 years old, and this is the story of how my only son emptied my bank account and how I took my revenge, quietly. When Ethan was born, my world finally made sense. He was my miracle baby, the answer to years of praying and heartbreak. After my husband died in a car accident when Ethan was 12, it was just the two of us. I worked double shifts as a nurse, took extra hours on weekends, and saved every penny for his future. Every dollar I earned went straight into that small bank account we shared, the one I thought represented our bond and trust. I dreamed of seeing him graduate, buy a home, live a life better than mine. For years, I believed I was doing everything right, until Sophie came along. Sophie was beautiful, polite, and charming, but her smile never reached her eyes. She called me Mom, but there was something sharp behind it, something that made my stomach twist. After their wedding, Ethan changed. He stopped calling, stopped visiting, and when he did, he always seemed distracted, almost guilty. One morning, I logged into my bank account to pay the electricity bill and froze. The balance showed zero. Every single penny was gone. At first, I thought it was an error. Maybe the bank system had crashed. But when I called, the representative's voice on the other end was calm and professional. Ma'am, all transactions were authorized by your co-account holder, Ethan. My son. My own blood. My heart didn't just break that day. It shattered. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. And the silence between us grew louder than any words could ever fill. I sat by the window each evening, watching the sun fade behind the trees, whispering to myself that maybe, just maybe, he'd come back. Neighbors started whispering too. Poor Margaret, they said. She worked her whole life, and her son ran off with her money. But I didn't correct them because they were right. I fell into a silence that screamed inside my chest. Until one afternoon, an old friend from church called. She'd seen Ethan and Sophie on social media, living lavishly in another state. New car, designer clothes, luxurious vacations. A caption under one of their photos read, "New business, new life." That was the day something inside me shifted. I didn't cry anymore. I didn't shout or beg. I started collecting. Every bank statement, every receipt, every message that had my name tied to those funds. I put it all in a folder labeled simply for Ethan. Months passed. Then I heard their business was falling apart, debts piling up, taxes unpaid, customers angry. I made 2 phone calls. Just 2. One to the IRS, another to the bank's fraud department. And within weeks, their accounts were frozen. Their business gone. Their new life over. It didn't take long for Ethan to come back. It was a rainy night when I heard a soft knock at the door. When I opened it, there he was, soaked, trembling, broken. "Mom," he said, his voice barely a whisper. "I'm sorry. Please. I need help." I looked at him, the same boy I once rocked to sleep, the boy who used to hold my hand crossing the street, the boy who had torn my heart apart, and I said quietly, "Son, you didn't just take my money. You took my trust. And once that's gone, it never comes back." Then I closed the door. Slowly. Quietly. And for the first time in years, I felt peace. Because sometimes, revenge isn't about hurting someone back. It's about letting life teach them the lesson you never could. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you love, remember this. Silence can be your greatest power. Let life take care of what you can't. Because no matter how dark it gets, peace always finds the ones who wait for it. If this story touched your heart, please like the video. It helps more people find stories like this one. And don't forget to subscribe for more emotional stories every day.